Welcome back to another Sunday breakdown. Y'all guys know today is October 27th. We are approaching the end of the year. I said year, month. Forgive me. I don't know what type of time I'm on. But yeah, we're approaching the end of the month, and just want to bring out the best analysis I can for GJ, just as I project to do each and every week. But let's jump right into it. So here we are on the weekly time frame, and on this weekly time frame, we can see that we're still in the uptrend structure. You can still see that higher highs and higher lows are being maintained. The most recent higher lows of these present ones down here, and we're currently pushing off of this higher low to get to this higher high. As we go down to the daily, we're looking at where we are within the move, and we can see it a little bit more detailed here, where basically from this higher high to this higher low, we kind of came back, made a retest, made a high, came back, and then we actually been continuing the trend ever since we broke this area right here. So ever since we kind of broke this pretty little area right here, we've been kind of doing a good solidified chance of just pushing upwards and upwards. So now we're going to kind of look and see where we are in this upward trend. Going down to the 10-hour time frame, you can see clear as day where we did our beautiful transition of trend, especially from right here to right here, picking up off of here, this last higher low that we made at this low point of this area. We can see from here to here that we are getting these market structure areas, hence why I have these beautiful and sexy eclipses on the chart. And you can see from here that we actually just been maintaining a lot of structure imbalances and kind of been pushing upwards. When I say structure imbalances, like this is the higher low. Now, this was the pre-high right here, the previous high. We haven't kind of made past another point of this high. And basically, this is where we are within a nutshell. As we go down lower, we're going to see the details that kind of make this area. You can see here that even on these lower time frames, we've been kind of just getting our retests and kind of just pushing upwards in the direction of trend. What's most important for me is kind of finding these key areas on where we actually change trend. Forgive you if y'all guys see me kind of wrapping my head around like this. I got my light here, so yeah. But anyways, as I was saying, like areas like right around here where we kind of make this transition of trend pretty smoothly, right? The main question that we always want to ask is what time frame did we kind of make these transitions on? You can see here that I drew it on this 7-hour time frame, but I'm now on the 3-hour time frame. And essentially, I'm just looking for the time frame that's going to tell me the trend. You can see here that on this 3-hour time frame, we can kind of we have a good chance of seeing the actual higher lows and the highs and lows within this area, right? These are the lows, these are the highs, and right around here is where we kind of had that beautiful transition. Right around here to where we kind of came right here, and we broke with this push up. So ever since we did this push up on this 3-hour time frame, it deems it as valid to kind of break out a fib level and kind of get in where you fit in. Now, you could see just on a time frame ago, on the 3-hour time frame, right? I had wicks right here. Whenever you have a wick in an area, you always want to change the time frame and just kind of go down a little bit more lower so you can able to see if we actually printed and solidified on that time frame. So now, the reason why it's kind of important to kind of, alternate between your time frames, doing what we call time frame correlation, is because you want to be able to see the time frame that tells the story of the picture of the trend, so that way you know what time frame to base your analysis off of. That's exactly what we're doing here on this 2-hour time frame, right? Damn, this lighting looks good as shit. Anyways, back to the focus, right? So on this 2-hour time frame, right around here, we can see that we made market structure here. So now what we need to do is that every area that we get a pullback, we need to be throwing up our fibs and just seeing if it's a market structure area, right? And there's a lot of pullbacks that we have. We need to be able to deem what exactly is going on from lower time frame to higher time frame. But before we do that, we're starting everything on this 2-hour time frame first to kind of get the story that it's trying to tell you. So you can see I left the market structure on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this fib, and I'm going to redraw another one from this market structure standpoint. And every pullback that I get, I'm basically measuring to see if it's in sequence with market structure, right? Now, you can see right here that we tested 38.2, right? We didn't settle. Same thing, a wick tested 38.2. So a lot of these pushes that we have were tests. They wasn't actually printing. Hence why we kind of shot up all the way up here. And then we did this aggressive pullback in the golden zone, right? Now, if we rotate to a higher time frame, it should kind of agree with that same bias, right? Now, let me delete the smaller fib and let me delete the larger fib. You can see right here that the golden zone kind of aligns up pretty equally within this area. And that's due to the simple fact of, hey, we made this higher high, we know where we are, and then most importantly, we made this market structure area, which is why I started from right here, right? Now, ideally, we don't actually break this fib level until we kind of push forward over here. So in other terms, until we break past this little gray zone that we have right here, which I'm going to change into a different color, I'll probably make it into white or maybe green, right? I'll make it into green. Until we break past that green zone, that's only then do we have the liberty of drawing out our fibs to an even higher point. So now we're going to alternate our fibs to around here. And the reason why we're doing this is because we got a new higher high. So now you can see the market is doing exactly what we anticipated to do around this area, right? We got our new high point based off of this higher time frame trend. We know where we are. We have our low point. We have our high point. We can kind of see where we are within the trend, right? Which is all good. You can see some of the buys that I kind of caught from last week. Still kind of have here on the chart. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just deleting these limits real quick. And I kind of want to pull the chart over here because this is the fib for this week, right? Now, we already are respecting this 23.6 area, right? And I could see that we have a lot of rejection. So what I'm anticipating is that right around here, right? We're going to kind of get up all up in here. I'm going to delete some of these little minor things that I have. And right around here, we're going to draw this supply and demand zone because we already got the retest from right here to right here. And boom. Right now, we're going to hit reset chart, and we're going to look at the bigger picture. So price has already been respecting right here. We're going to go down to the 1 hour time frame, and we can kind of see clearly. What I want to go ahead and do is I want to be able to draw. I want to be able to draw the trend that's in here. The reason being is because we already know where we are on this bigger scale of things. We already got the retest. But now since we already got the retest on a broader scale, I'm trying to see where we are on the smaller details of things to see our probability of chances of getting in this move smoothly and riding it up to the next take profit. Because my ultimate analysis overall is still the same as last week. We're going to bounce into this zone, and then once we bounce into this zone and we use this zone as support, we're then going to go up here. So we still are trending upwards, right? But going back to the 1 hour, we need to figure out what this current move is trying to tell us that it's doing so that way we know where we're going. So in doing so, we can see that the market came down, made this pullback, came back here, made this pullback here, and then we finally broke. We got the retest, and then boom, right? So somewhere around here, near the 197 flat area, it looks like, is a major area of support and resistance, which I'll say somewhere around here, right? This deems to be a major area of support and resistance in this ultimate area, so we kind of understand that. Outside of that area being some area of support and resistance, we also have a lower time frame zone that we can use as some type of a retest area for this overall push, right? And we can see that going from QP to QP, right off the back, 198 should be our next profit target, right? Let's kind of go down lower so we can see the details. Within this, right, we have an area of the 250 that just got respected as an area of support as well. So from here to here is a range of 25 pips. So I'm already seeing that price is already respected. So post-market open, right, I'm expecting that we're either going to break the 500 QP and we can enter longs from here, but based on the rejection area, there is an area of supply and demand that has to be finished being met, which is right around here, which we're struggling to break. We're either going to come back down here for a retest and do something along the lines of this. We're either going to reject this area, come back here, and then push off. You can see that the market just opened and we actually gapped up all the way up here, which is amazing. And boom. So the markets are actually open. You can see that we gapped up. And just to kind of show you in a nutshell what this looks like from the 1 hour perspective, right? Because from my perspective, based off of where we are market structure, all these points were maintained, right? Like if I was supposed to draw my fib from here to here, right? all these standpoints of even here, this is respected by market structure in the maintenance, moving forward. So we can even do something along the lines of having a fib level from here to here. And we could see that this standpoint down here was the 38.2 and that we retested 23.6, but you can see that a transition happened around this 38.2 area, which is why we kind of ended up here. So I'm expecting for price to kind of come back down, get its retest, and then continue so we can be long. So if you held your move over the weekend, you were solid. I'm expecting something along the lines of this to where we can look at this to kind of activate our long positions. So we come back and we find some type of respecting down here from up here. So let me redraw that since market is open. Something along the lines of coming back, solidifying structure, and then coming back here. No retest, no entry. So this is the part where we wait for the patience, we wait for the retest, and then we go ahead and execute. But with that being said, this is your boy Drewize Banks. Just wanted to kind of come up here and give y'all guys some of that great Sunday analysis that y'all guys need to be great in these markets. With that being said, let's tackle it, let's crush it, let's enjoy the week. And with that being said, deuces. Stay tuned to my Telegram for all the updates and all the feedback. With that being said, I look forward to trading with y'all this week. Deuces.